Good afternoon, team. Though this is a odd time, I hope many of you will see this session in your free timing. Since I couldn't do for a few days, I thought of doing this in a time. There were a lot of requests from many of my contacts saying they would like to know more about the new APICS certification CTSC. It is certified in transformation for supply chain, the latest certification. So far, it was in beta version, but now you can see the regular version are there. Let me give a brief introduction about this particular exam. So let me attach a screen and then explain to you. The new certification is called CTSC. This many of you are aware that it is a replaced existing certification called SCORP. Okay, SCORP is a supply chain reference operation or model which was mainly focusing on metrics, not only for individual but also for corporates. But that was not exactly a certification exam, and it was not also so much popular. So they have added some additional content and improved that Scorpi, maybe by using digitalization of supply chain concepts. So let us see what is different in CTSC, and how for it is important for those who are trying to take up the certification. Okay, so let me move. Yes, I have took this exam recently. As you know, initially they have started with the beta version, which means the answers were not final. I am not sure why they have to take so much time to finalize the answer. Maybe based on the feedback from the user, they are trying to finalize the answer, which may not be the correct method. Okay, as per my expectation, the answer should have been final even before they release it for the exam. Now, I think they are trying to analyze the answer for each of the question. How many people have given what kind of answer? I hope they should not decide based on majority answer. Okay, it's not a polling where you conclude based on a majority of answer. I have seen in my LinkedIn polling also, you cannot simply go by the majority answers. That's why I specifically give the correct answer. 50% of the time, my quizzes in the LinkedIn are answered wrongly, even by experienced people who are also APIC certified. But nevertheless, a wrong answer, even if answered by majority of the people, doesn't make it as a valid answer. Anyhow, I am not sure. I cannot comment, but taking so much time to announce the result, that's what gives some suspicion. Here you get the comparison between all the four certifications right now available, starting from CPIM. If you are very new to supply chain and want to learn from the basic level but also go in depth into supply chain, then CPM is the best certification. On the other hand, you are experienced, you are mid or senior level, you already have some knowledge about supply chain, then you can go for CSCP. Of course, you will not get in-depth understanding about supply chain. Of course, since considering this position at a middle or senior level, possibly you are going to learn about some concepts in marketing or finance and related topics, preparing you for the senior level assignment. Coming to CLTD, irrespective of level, you can take CLTD if you are trying to focus in a lane on logistics, transportation and distribution, that should be fine. But if you are senior, for example 5 to 10 years experience, then you need not focus on a narrow lane. That's where you need to explore other certification. Coming to CTSC, we can see, as specified by APICS, it increases strategic knowledge and skill to support successful transformation of supply chain. So transformation is something improving in a large scale. Kaizen, we do it at a small scale, whereas transformation is on a larger scale. Sometimes we used to call that as a Kaizen blitz in the traditional term. So it includes supply chain strategy, what are the operating models, supply chain technology. So here the more focus on digital capability, what are the different transformation programs, effective process design, business intelligence, advanced analytics. So it looks like a dream program content as you see here. What is required for the future? If I am not wrong, they have consulted the top four consulting, and some of the material referred is giving reference to Deloitte and other consulting organization. Possibly they might have given input to APICS or ASCM. They have also jointly worked in some of the references what they have given. And it looks it's better. Since I have gone through the program, taken the exam, you are going to get inside view. So what is all about, for you to perform any supply chain operation, you need basic supply chain domain knowledge, experience, all that. Then you need next level. Suppose there are two ways to look about the certification. Many of the large organization, they have a separate function called transformation or continuous improvement function, where they will do analysis of the excellence, means improvement. Maybe they are analyzing their customer complaint or their own process. It could be a self initiated activity, or it is prompted by a competitor or the market requirement. Okay, so the position, if you are joining in that role, transformation role, even it could be junior, but in any case it is mandatory. If you are growing at a mid or senior level, this is one of the important part of your management skill. It is not that someone is going to come from outside and show you what is the improvement. So everyone at a middle or senior level, you need to have some excellence tool knowledge. We will see what are the traditional tools and what are the new tools. Coming to the next one is implementation task. Okay, you have a domain knowledge, you also know what are the tools for improvement, and then you have to execute also. So combinedly all these three I can call this as a excellence. Of course, to what level it is attempting this each of the content, let us see in the subsequent slide. So, if you want the domain knowledge, specifically from the APICS angle, you can go through any of the certification. Of course, it depends upon the domain, your seniority level. If you are new beginner, please start with CPAM and not others. Then, transformation. You have a lot of traditional tools for transformation. Maybe value stream mapping or Six Sigma, lean, and just in time. These are traditional tool, but now the latest one we are talking about a digital tool which can support us in transformation. And finally you have to implement them. As a transformation, you are analyzing, finding out what are required, but you need to also implement them. This is where there are tools like project management and change management comes into picture. So this program is on transformation and implementation. So they are covering some of the tools used in transformation, also the implementation tools. But I still see their focus is on domain. They are trying to test you more on the domain knowledge. not exactly on the application level. This is my approximate number of quizzes which is coming from different domain. Of course, you can see transformation and implementation. You are having equivalent questions. What does it mean is, if you are very new to supply chain, not aware about the supply chain, then this will be a difficult program. On the other hand, if you are willing to learn supply chain and also learn this tools, it will be an excellent tool. Okay. And if you are experienced, maybe 10 or 15 years experience, then this is a must certification for you. Okay, where you need to show the transformation in the supply chain apart from your regular work. There is no other choice. Okay. On the other hand, you have to be careful that if you do not have the necessary exposure to APICS kind of a question, it could be bit difficult. Maybe you have experience, knowledge, it's fine, but the application oriented questions can be really tough. So if you are already certified from any of the APICS program, it becomes easier. Okay, then there are other areas which you will be learning. For me, the negative could be digital supply chain. This is what they are talking, including analytics. I find they should have now come out of their four answer objective type multiple choice question, and they should have given you a tool like Excel, at least basic analysis, some kind of a investigation, detailed analysis. But no, they're still they are talking at a much higher level. Many times they are referring to a digital supply chain, which is proposed by this one of the top consulting companies. But everything seems to be a wish list, which organization other than Fortune 500 company, it is very difficult to implement because of ROI reason. You can reach the sun, but at what cost? What ROI? Okay, so I can take this as a direction at this moment. What can be in a digital side, even analytics. If you take, they are talking about analytics, but theoretical analytics, most of us are already aware. We know what is analytics, what is application, but what are the case studies? How do you analyze? That is what is lacking, which is as usual, because APICS tries to standardize this format of question and multiple choice answer. Possibly you may not once again need any calculator also for most of the questions. That's an unfortunate negative. But overall, I feel this is going to be the certification for the future, not only knowing for the domain, but also for gaining knowledge on this transformation tools and executing. Of course, as you see, you will get some limited knowledge, but in a practical case, you also need your practical experience to aid any kind of analysis and implementation, as that goal is still left to open. I would have been happy if some of the analytical tools is included, at least starting with the Excel solver, what if analysis, and come out of this multiple objective system. And the digital capability, they could have addressed here in the perspective of ROI. Is it really returning for all the organization? No, definitely no, top all organization. But in any case, if you are wishing to take up any APICS certification exam, of course, APICS still stands as a leader for any of the supply chain certification. You should consider CTSC if you have at least 5 to 10 years experience. Okay, more than 10 years experience, don't see. Of course, here experience, I am talking about relevant experience. You have to consider CTSC. On the other hand, if you are at entry level, but also looking for additional job opportunity as a transformationist or a improvement or excellence team member, then this could be a right certification. At the same time, you need to prepare more compared to other certification, because it could be a combination of two certification year. On the other hand, if you are not sure, you don't know about supply chain, I advise you to not directly jump into CTSC. On the other hand, you are advised to either go to CPAM, where you can gain knowledge about end-to-end supply chain management, or CLTD if you are trying to focus on logistics subdomain or supply chain, and then take for this exam. On overall, I felt from the examination point of view, it is a very good exam, which can improve your theoretical knowledge at least, but practical, still you need to work out, maybe considering the input given by other consulting organization. I think this is the direction for the future of supply chain. So my guidance is yes to this certification. If anyone is not aware, this is my profile. I have nearly 25 years working experience in the manufacturing. This is where this kind of certification will really help you to transform. Of course, I have all this certification apart from analytical skill. Okay, one of the skill set required for transformation is analytical skill. You can reach out to me or any of the our staff member if you need any assistance. We do training and consulting in supply chain, logistic, procurement, and allied areas. Of course, we are specialists in AI or ML related training for supply chain. One of our popular program remains supply chain analytics. Nearly 21 batches are completed. Admission to 22nd batch is under progress. If anyone willing to join, please approach. Of course, any of the APICS certification, any guidance required, you can reach out to me. You can also note out our executive's WhatsApp number. If you need any assistance, you can reach out. As you know, now the increasing importance of APICS certification, even in the Indian job market, due to lot of applicants in any particular job, but they are also filtering the candidates who have higher level of at least theoretical knowledge. And in India, you don't have any recognized certification which employers value. It doesn't mean that this certification, for example, given by IIM, are not relevant, but they are very much relevant. But since everybody is having that certification, so no filtering is possible. In Indian system, everybody is a postgraduate, everybody is a certified, but there are very limited number of people who are APIC certified or analytically qualified. This is where you need to seek the right assistance. Okay, don't fall prey to the wrong guidelines. You are always welcome to reach out to me. Those who are watching live, you can always uh, comment in LinkedIn or YouTube so that you can get response. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.